You gonna get your head caught. Yuri, baby. Hello. Hello. I was trying to like wait a few minutes for Husky temper tantrum to like chill. Roxy, hello, welcome. But yeah, I have a husky having a temper tantrum, because his daddy left to go get the mama some of my meds before, because can't go tomorrow because all of the pharmacies will be closed. How is everybody today? How's your Saturday? I know it's like morning for some of you. So good morning, good afternoon. I don't think I have any evening people here, but if I do, good evening. You know, good time zone, as we say. I had a weird morning. So I went to bed early. I didn't feel very good. Hello, oh Danny boy. I know who you are. Hi! You made it! No, it was a weird morning for me too. Just like, I don't know. Okay, so like last night, I went to bed early and I didn't feel great. I felt icky, which is like a side effect of a medication I take. And I take that med once a week, and it was that it like I take it at night. So like I didn't feel good, and then I had to take that med, and then I felt worse. And so I was trying to like read, and I'm reading this advanced reader copy that I got of this. It's supposed to be a western, but I'm not seeing western out of it at all. But like a really weirdly experimentally constructed LGBTQ horror dark something. I don't really know. I'm like 250 pages into it, and I'm still a little bit confused as to what is happening. To like, I want to read it though, because I see like I'm like putting things together, but it's very difficult to read. It doesn't have quotation marks. It doesn't have dialogue tags, and like you have to like learn how to read it in order to read it. And so that's what I think I'm struggling with the most with it. And I'm like, I kind of want to stop and like go on to something that like I'm not gonna have to struggle with so much. I'm trying to read this book last night just to get myself into a little bit more reading time with it. And I wake up at some time in the middle of the night with a single headphone in my ear, like wireless headphone, and my hair still in a towel because I washed my hair before I went to bed. And my husband being like, just stay asleep, you're fine, I'm sorry, because he was getting into bed. And I'm just like, what happened? Where am I? I had to like find my other headphone and put them back in the case. And then I didn't wake up again until there was sunlight and the dogs were barking. So the dogs woke us up again and they were being loud. It's an interesting book though, yeah. I am I don't know. I don't know what I think about it. I think I would appreciate it more if it was more conventionally written. I kind of like the experimental stuff, but I don't know. It's just a lot. And I don't really know what's happening. And I think I would have just appreciated it more if I could follow along a little bit easier. And then like I have to read it so slowly because it's experimental. So like I'm reading slow. It's a like 450 page book. I would I'm used to reading a book every like 2 to 3 days, and I'm sitting here on day 4 and I'm like not even halfway done with this one, and I'm mad about it because there's other stuff and I want to read. You're frustrated with your game, Fraxy. I'm sorry. What are you playing? I'm often frustrated with games because I am not very good at them. Oh, No Man's Sky. That's a fun one. I haven't played it, but I've watched some of it. They've done so much with it. I feel bad about the launch fiasco with it. That it was just like not what was promised and everybody was really mad. And then like but they've done so much to it in the years that followed. Like they still make updates on this game for free. For free. You get free content. So like most people would make it a DLC. Yeah. Uriel. Uriel is the husky. He is, still... Baby. Come here. Okay. He found a place to lie down. He's still very upset about this. Does he have attachment problems? Why why would you think that? And Sapphire's behind me, just kind of chilling. Like, me. Doesn't like it when a husband goes away, but she doesn't throw a fit. A very loud fit. I think the only bigger game transformation post-launch I can think of is Cyberpunk 2077. Yeah. The latest update allows constructing your own mini-sized ship? Really? Yeah, I've been out of it. I didn't pay attention to Cyberpunk that much either. Other than knowing it existed. Knowing that there's a Jesse Cox character, that he's the one who has the device stuck on him, and you have to help him get to the ER. I just kind of remember that existing. Didn't play it though. It did look like a cool game though. 800 plus hours. I love being a ship owner in a game. Yeah, you should definitely honestly, look at No Man's Sky, because it is a really good game and it deserves any accolades it can get, especially because people still talk about it like it's a joke sometimes, because they're not aware of the fact that they've done so much to it post its launch. Because like the devs felt really bad about the launch situation. So it's kind of nice. Okay, but you're like a tiny child. I don't mean to. You're not a tiny child, but you're young, and all of this happened before you would have been cognizant of things around you. You would have been like in. When did No Man's Sky come out? I can't remember. I'm gonna hurt myself by looking this up and you telling me like what grade you were in. Launch. I'm looking it up. It doesn't want to tell me because it's like you can launch a thing. So 2016. Yeah, you would have been 16. You would have been a tiny little baby in your tiny little baby cult. Sorry. You would have been busy handing out fucking pamphlets or some shit. I don't know. You wouldn't have known. You wouldn't have known. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't say stuff like that. But it's true. You would have been doing that. Any other former cult people in the chat? I was Mormon, so it is similar, but I didn't get baptized, so I didn't have to go into the classes where you have to follow the missionaries. The only reason I didn't get baptized is because I'm autistic, and they were like, she's scared of water, which I was. I was terrified of water, like covering my face in water. So yeah, I never had to do any of the evangelization shit. Okay. Have tiny one-seaters. You can disassemble and reassemble. God, that sounds so good. Any with the parts that you like, you can have Corvettes. That's really cool. pilot and steer everything and send them on missions. So if you like having ships, they got you. Oh man. Okay, so I got into Warframe recently, like in the last couple of months. And the only reason why is because of the Duvray paradox is music, and it's opera, and it's beautiful. And I got really into that, and like I wanted to learn the song, and like my husband's very into it, and so he's like telling me all this stuff about it, telling me the lore. He's like a big lore monster. He just like knows the lore about everything, even if he doesn't actively consume that thing. So, but he loves Warframe, and so he was like kind of like poking me, like, you should play, you would have fun. And yeah, I do love it. I have a whole entire thing that I wanna do, like a video where I say something along the lines of Warframe is actually just Stardew Valley. I have been working on that, but I have to keep playing Warframe, and I just don't have any time right now. But the reason why I'm bringing up Warframe is because you get to pilot a ship at some point, and I am horrible at it. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have excited Tusky because here comes the husband. Let's see if he howls. He was having a fit. He is husky. But yeah, no, I okay. I'll give you a little preview on why Warframe is just Stardew Valley. Let's talk about what you do in Stardew Valley. You farm, which is the big thing. You farm. You talk to people around you sometimes. You look for different items throughout the map. You do romance. You have to like build up like getting enough of certain objects, of certain items, in order to build and create new and more interesting objects and items and buildings and things like that. You mine, yeah, we're gonna go there, and you fish, and you depending on how you decide to play, fight against fascism. And then in Warframe, what do? You farm for things. You go through a map and you look for items and you collect those items in order to build better and more interesting items and objects and buildings. Well, starship things. And you talk to people around the map to like learn their stories and stuff like that. You can build relationships with them at a certain point. You do a whole lot of farming. You can mine, you can fish, and then eventually there's a dating sim. It's just Stardew Valley. And I have the exact same feeling that I have with Stardew Valley when I play Warframe. When I go into Warframe and I'm like, I'm gonna do this mission. I do the mission. And I'm just like, that was really fast. I could do another mission. And then I'm like, oh, I should really stop. I should stop playing for the day. And then I'm like, oh, but I could do this mission. It's gonna be really quick. It's gonna be so quick if I just do this mission. And then like I'm there for like 8 hours and I didn't eat or take a break and I haven't stretched, and oh my god, I have to pee, and I do the same thing in Stardew Valley. I'm just like, that day was really quick. I could do another day. We'll just do another day. It's not gonna harm me. Oh, I did really good on that day. I could do another day that's gonna be really good too. I should just play another day. Oh, it's another day. I didn't do so good this other day. I should do another day just so I do better, and I'll be in a better place, and I'll stop at the next day. It is the exact same thing. Doesn't go as hard. Okay, I do want to put in a joke that is like Stardew Valley. What do you do in Stardew Valley? That's the same thing. War crimes, and then like have it like zoom in on like Penny or something. I'm sure there's war crimes in Stardew Valley. I don't know. Ugh, there's so many war crimes in Warframe, though. We were talking about them. I guess there's got to be a video. There isn't a video. Someone get on it. But they're like things like just using a rifle. You're not supposed to use a rifle in warfare because they're bad. There's lots of war crimes. I do so many war crimes. War crimes in the morning, and I play Titania mostly because I like to fly and I like to be a pretty fairy. Okay. That's enough me. I was trying to stall a little bit so that husband could come. We're gonna play Monster Hunter though. As a certified lover of monsters. Which is, you know, that can go a lot of places that is not TOS friendly. But we're loving monsters. We're not doing other things to monsters. No, I don't think there's tentacles in this game. I don't know because I haven't played it. So, Monster PROM has been out for a really long time. I have owned it for a really long time, and I've never played it. I don't know why. It is definitely something that I think would be fun, but it hasn't been, I guess, on my top 2 playlists. I always forget that I own it. Monster PROM release date. Yeah, that came out in 2018, so... And they've had many iterations since then. They have, like, they just came out with Monster Con. They have Monster Camp. It's fun. It's a little silly. I don't know why we're bringing up Jesse Cox twice in one stream, but Jesse Cox is big on this game. I don't know if he's a producer or... I think he's done some voice work for them too. But yeah. And I like Jesse Cox. I think he's funny. Hello, Cass. Welcome in. Just in time to see me try to open this game. We're gonna love some monsters. We're gonna take them to prom. I'm probably gonna reveal too much about my prom experiences. It's gonna be fun. Okay, game is loading, so let's go here. And then I'm gonna turn off the... I turn off? No. Give me a second. It's being done. We need to turn off the music. Jamaican Blaze, my love, welcome. Let me try that again. Fair warning too, we've had some internet issues, so if I drop off, I'm sorry. Yeah, so I have the DLC. I didn't even know that I did, but good news, I have the DLC. So it says this is the second term. I don't know if that's true or not. Well, let's just see what we get ourselves into. Voice interjections. We'll try a voice and see what happens. You can do this multiplayer? I didn't know. That's cool. There's only one of me, though. We're gonna do first term. Let's do the full game. We got 60 minutes. We got 60 minutes to kill. Ah, spooky high school. The sweetest years of our lives. Sure. Okay. Alright. Tell yourselves that. Back then, we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. me checking that the audio is working, because I don't think it is. Why are you not working? Always with this one. The game audio was working before, and now it's not. Our prom was so sad. I was in a class of 12, and we had it in a square room of a gym in the city. That is really sad. Let me try doing this. I'm putting it back on. Aha, it is working. It's a little loud. I'm gonna turn you guys down. Okay, game audio on. Great job. Good job, Callie, you did it. Here we go. Oh, I should make myself small too, huh? Small. Small, yay. Okay. We're living life to our fullest. We're on a wild journey to discover who we really were. Who am I? Oh. Most accurate is probably her. She's pretty cute. What I want to be, but I'm not. What I sometimes am. Not. I don't think that feels like me, but we'll go ahead and be the accurate version of self. What's my name? Oh, I have different names, and I can make a custom name. We'll make me my actual name. Oh wait, can I just type? Yes. That's easier. Okay.
Yay!
Oh, I was gonna change the pronoun. That's okay. Ghost Guy is cute too. We have yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. My friend George in the server loves this game so much. The Fire Girl is my crush. See, that's how I knew I should probably pick the Fire Girl, because I feel like she'd be my crush too. My equivalent of prom ruled. As the opening act, we decorated the auditorium like a medieval hall and donned inquisitorial robes and held trials for our teachers. That's amazing! Bobs! Welcome! I'm gonna date some monsters. I feel like the one I picked is A, who I would want to date, and also more accurate to who I probably am. Who are we kidding? I want to date everybody. That's why I'm poly. I remember it clearly. 6 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most why am I stumbling over this word? Most charismatic classmates. Ugh, oh my god. Miranda Vanderbilt, 19, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. It's me. This is me. I should be able to play this one. That's me. I'm cute and genocidal. Remember the war crimes? I want to date no one, but I love you. Okay, well, you know. You shouldn't date me. We're siblings. Damien LeVay, 21, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Well, I know who would be perfect for this guy. Scott Howell, 21. Wait, what? I thought we were in. Are we in high school? You guys got held back a little bit, huh? A werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Aw, he's a himbo. He looked like a himbo. I love that his name is Scott. Yeah, I picked it up. He is the teen wolf. Liam D. Limecourt. 4XX. Okay. A hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid that he was truly a lovable dork. So he's like 400 and something. That's nice. Yay! He got really held back. Polygeist 22? A party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all things wrong.
What?
And Vera Oberlin 23. A mean, self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business. Alright. Wow, those are our candidates. Who do we like? Who do we like out of these guys? Vera, okay. We like Vera, okay. I don't know, there's not a lot of information there. Oh, so they're not feeling, well, I mean, like, you have to put yourself in it. Maybe, perhaps, this is just me, somebody who's watched a lot of anime. But, like, when you watch anime, and there's, like, love interest stuff, and there's things going on, you're just, like, just remember to make yourself 16. If you can think of how you were in 16, it's okay to think that a fictional character who is and I just think, you know what I mean? Maybe I'm wrong here. I could be wrong. But I don't think there's anything wrong with being like, if I were 16, I would think that this 16-year-old is cute. You know what I mean? Like, it's not real. Maybe I'm the problem. I don't know who I like the most out of this, though. I guess Scott. Scott's cute. I like that he's a himbo, and I just feel like I need a himbo in my life. That's not my dog. We only had 6 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 6 weeks to woo them and conquer their hearts. But as I always said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Okay, we don't like the name Scott. That's fair. It's easier to just age them up in your head? Okay, maybe. I don't know. They're in some weird college thing. They're I don't know, in Monster World, they have a preparatory school between high school and college. How about that? Oh, we're gonna do a pop quiz. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more. We're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. We'll throw a bunch of absurd questions at you. Hydration. Thanks, Kindford and Sapphire, for the reminder. Maybe monsters age weird. That's also true. We're getting absurd questions to turn your answers into your character's stats. Okay, fine. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Well, let's start. You wish you were raised by... Oh, God. Thank you. I had a fun time making it. Okay, I want to be raised by a mysterious old man who saved me from the streets in order to raise me as his disciple in the ancient ways of rad DJing. That's a weird take on, like, Little Orphan Annie. They should do that. A really progressive marriage between a kick-ass venomous snake and actual fire. I love fire. I see no issues with being raised by it. A pack of wild wolves who also happen to be tech moguls who own some sort of profitable companies in Silicon Valley. They would be kick-ass role models and wild wolves. Sick. Oh man, guys, I don't know. Who do I want to be raised by? I'm kind of like into the pack of wolves. I feel like I was raised by actual fire already. Wouldn't recommend. I'm a little wary of this mysterious old man. I don't think he means anything bad by it, but I do think that he might start a cult. So, yeah, let's be wolves. Oh, I'm wealthy. No old men, not allowed. You gotta die by the time you're 67. Because 68, isn't that the age of retirement now? I don't remember. We'll give you to 70. Once you hit 70, you gotta get out. Okay. Which god do you pray to each night before sleeping? Oh, I pray to all kinds of gods. I have this business where people pay me to deliver their prayers every night. I've even started to look for a Chinese factory to outsource the prayers. That's awful. Praying is for fools. I took compromising pics of a god molesting a tree, and now I blackmail him for whatever I want. It's a lot more effective. Praying is kind of lame. I have a group text set up with some deities. Dionysus, Bastet, Loki. Cool skits in town, honestly. We're never gonna see retirement. We don't know the age. Yeah, truth. 67. You can. I know you can retire earlier, but yeah, as long as you keep going, you get more money. I don't know. My mother-in-law is retired, but stuff is different in France. I'm not sure what the age is here. Yeah, I would get. Ooh, I'm charming. What would be your dream first date? A wild party in international waters? No. A sweaty and manly wrestling match? Not mine, but I know somebody who would be into that. Crimes! Maybe. An art exhibition, experimental enough to give you a seizure. That's a little, okay. Didn't they revolt? Baby, they try to revolt over everything. Like, they'll talk about, we were thinking about maybe, I don't know, paving this road, and like, they'll just like set something on fire. It's France. A professional meeting where you charm your date with some astonishing business advice. Maybe not. A lovely walk in the forest after rescuing your date from a dragon. Crimes. Crimes. We're gonna do crimes.
Let's go.
Oh, what are we doing? Okay, yeah, no. I love that they take action on things. I do wish that they would take action on more important things sometimes instead of fucking... It hasn't affected us here that hard, but there's been a couple of days this like last week. You rescue me from an actual dragon and on the first date. Marriage is on the table. Okay, alright, that's true. So, welcome. Bienvenue. Yeah, what am I thinking here? Oh yeah, there have been a couple of times this week where they had a... I was wondering if there was a way to like switch the music because the music is a little annoying. They had a couple of what are those called? Protest, like national protest days. And so like it just was really difficult to get shipments in of like needed medicine and things like that. But thankfully it's only for a day. And then like, but they did it a couple of days last week, which was a little annoying. But it's annoying, and I'm sure it was for a good reason because I don't really know what's going on. I don't pay attention to the news here that much. But things aren't great here either. What are we doing? What do we do? What do we... Oh, I'm super smart. Look at me. And I have a lot of money. I wish these were true in real life. They are not, though. What do I do? Do we go to class? Do we go to the library? There's the auditorium. We would not go to the gym. We would maybe go to the outdoors. Oh, no, we're gonna see what comes to us. I kind of want to see the library because that's where I would be. I would be in the library. That day you spend some time in the library's PC playing some good old online poker. That is not what I would be doing, but thank you. Gambling seems like a stupid and dangerous decision. But who cares? It's time played. This time it paid off, so fuck it. I gain more money? I really didn't need that. After you're counting and recounting your money, hoping to find an extra dollar, when suddenly...
Bro.
Hey, Callie, look here. Look at what I have. Isn't it shiny? Scott holds aloft a roll of duct tape, which you can see it is indeed shiny. Listen, I'm not saying that we tied up Crazy Martin, the werebear janitor. I'm just saying this tape is crazy strong, and if you wanted to wreak some havoc on school, Crazy Martin might be a little tied up. I agree that Scott is kind of hot. Thank the triple goddess, we spent months tracking that. Our thing? It's so cool, right? We have a thing, and it's our thing, and it's the best thing, and it's ours. So... Okay.
Save the world.
You fools! That duct tape is... that's the duct tape of retribution. It's the only adhesive that can hold Balthazar the Destroyer, whom we must detain in order to save the world. Oh, well, saving the world is good. I just liked it because it was cool. It was a cool shiny thing. You can have it. No, wait, Scott. They're probably just making that shit up because they want to take the cool thing from us. Balthazar the Destroyer? Obviously fake. Why have I never heard of him? We had a 3-hour-long lecture on Balthazar the Destroyer in homeroom yesterday. There's a lot of voice acting happening here. I'm sorry, guys. You're right, Damien. They must be lying. I think we would have remembered that.
Always the same with you.
You were at sports practice, and Damien was asleep at his desk. After we heard about the threat of Balthazar posed, we took it upon ourselves to journey deep into the dungeons of Hollis Ma to bring back the holy duct tape of retribution, only to discover it was gone. Not a thought behind those wolf eyes. Yeah, there's nothing going on there. Maybe he kind of looks like he might be thinking about ice cream. Oh, the dungeons of Hollis Ma. That's where we were. Burger, probably. We took the wrong way on our way to English curses and got totally lost. Somehow we were in some kind of maze. Anyway, we saw that sick tape and thought we might take it, and it's fucking ours. You can't have it.
Try not to get killed soon.
Ugh, could you be more obvious? Hand over the tape, or we'll be forced to we'll be forced to use force to take it away by force. Yikes, looks like this situation is getting out of control. You'd better step in before someone or some duct tape gets hurt. Does the duct tape get hurt? Baba Goat insisted it was a burger. B-Boy says tacos. Maybe it's all of those things. He does look like he's looking about food, though. Don't worry, Damon. You can keep the duct tape of retribution for your nefarious purposes. Coven, why don't you just use the scotch tape of, hey, cut that out instead? Scott, you don't really care about the duct tape, right? You just like having a cool shiny thing. But watch me use my sweet negative... You good? Oh. He was gone for a while. Oh, Wait, why are you wet? Why is the dog wet? He just wants some shiny things. Could have 2 cool shiny things. This is the easiest. Okay. Seriously. We said we needed a magic artifact to save the world from the likes of Balthazar, and you're making us barter for it?
That was sad.
I didn't see what happened. I was distracted by the dogs. High note, if you were wondering, is one that I added in for when I'm singing. If I sing a high note, you can, or if I'm singing something that has a lot of high notes in it, you can hit that one, and then maybe I will mess up the high note. Who knows? God, you guys are really pathetic. The Coven leader, Joy, you're like 90% sure that's her name. Although they always kind of feel like the person, like one person to you, rummages around her pockets before withdrawing 2 shiny things. Here are 2 shiny things. A broken glow stick from the last Dark Arts Con we attended, and this ceremonial dagger. Damn, that is one nice looking dagger. I'm into it. What kind of fierce quest did you have to complete in order to get a hold of that baby? Actually, I just bought it at the Dark Arts Crafts store. You bought it at a store?
Awesome, bro.
That's even more amazing. Yay! Thank you for the puppy doggy bit. The bits of puppy doggies. They're cute. Do you know how hard it is to go to a store and buy the thing you're supposed to without losing the money or eating the money or thinking that you lost the money and finding out that you ate the money? I wonder if I can... The sound is like really loud for me. And it doesn't let me change the sound. Let me try to do it on here. I pressed the wrong button. Send me a mixer, I need you. I need the mixer. Why can't I just have the mixer? There we go. What? We're gonna have ads in a minute. Sorry. Here we go. Oh, that's so much better. Okay, we're gonna have ads in a second. So it makes it so that I can't freaking see. can't see what you guys are saying. So that's really good. Helpful. Helpful and good. That's what we want. I found it. I found it. I can kind of see what you're saying, but it's like hard. Especially if it's like more than one line. Yellow Mustard, thank you for the dad joke of the day. I appreciate it. Okay, yeah, we're buying money. Food is, and we eat the money. Have you not been expelled yet? Do we have a trade or not? Yes, 2 shiny things. Hooray! The trade is swiftly made and the coven leaves to go save the world or whatever. The important thing is that Scott and Damien are now in possession of 2 shiny things. Oh, I got loves. I got loves from Scott. Oh, I might get a prom date. So we gain 2 boldness and 1 fun. Am I fun? I'm kind of fun. I'm like halfway to fun. I'm about a 5 in fun. That's not bad. And a 6 in boldness now. Week 1, it's noon. What are we doing? Where am I? Oh, am I trying to pick somewhere to sit? Oh. This is something I didn't think would be something I need to worry about. Ooh. How do you pick somewhere to sit with people? No, it'll take a minute after that. I don't know how to sit with people. People used to just sit with me. It reminds you of Monster High. Yeah, I think that they are similarly matched. Oh, Monster Hearts. I don't know what that is. Okay. I can't remember who that is. They're sitting alone. So that's probably not good. I could try here and see what happens. I don't know. But then I'll probably get like mean girl things happening to me. Yeah, we'll do mean girl things. It could be fun. You arrive at your chosen table and find Miranda folding napkins at Vera. You want to know what this one is for, Vera? No. I'll take that as a yes. A rose-shaped napkin fold is for birthdays between the ages of 16 and 22. Well, you guys are in an ad now. It didn't take as long last time. Gotta head into work. Oh, have fun at work. Let me see if I can... Oh, I do remember Monster Hearts now. I thought it was called something else. Hello, everybody else, if you're still here. Let's go see what happens with... I'm never sure if I should keep playing or if I should like chill while the ads are going. I'm sure it's fine. Miranda's hands move fast as lightning, turning Rose into a gorgeous swan. So we're doing swans now. By contrast, the swan folding is for first weddings, third weddings, and swan giveaways. As a fashion enthusiast, I have never been so bored by a piece of fabric. Oh, and this black swan folding is for weddings, where you plan to brutally murder all of the guests. Ooh. Not very popular. The black swan folding. Okay, that's kind of cool, but I'm still aggressively uninterested. You happen to have some napkin folding skills yourself. Maybe you can spice up this interaction. This is giving Wicked, kinda. You decide to show off your most impressive napkin fold. If you fold the napkin like so, it creates a self-aware napkin whose sole purpose is to fold more napkins. Helpful. This writhing snake fold is for when it is time to leave Vera alone and stop explaining napkin folds. No, we're not going to do that one because, well, we like napkin folds too. Oh, that's adorable. Look at it folding everybody's napkins. It's like a tiny, adorable surf. Oh my god. Okay. Welcome back from ads, friends who were in ads. You are back now. It's like folding the other napkins into more self-folding napkins. I know, it's so efficient. Go, little napkin surf, be free. Aren't you worried that this will turn into a self-replicating napkin scenario, progressing geometrically until the world is nothing but napkins? I'm now a little worried about that, to be honest. Why? That sounds lovely. God, you're impossible. You seem to have mispronounced impeccable. Whatever, I'm leaving before this napkin fold takes over the world. Vera leaves you alone for a romantic lunch with Miranda. You can't hang out too long, though. You've got to stop those napkins before they take over the world. Ooh, now everybody I have 2 people who love me. They're harem ending. We got evening time, so we can pick a new place to go. We're unlikely to ever be seen in the gym. I guess there could be evening classes. I'm kind of like between auditorium and outdoors. Opinions? Oh, does that tell me that the cat lady person is there? Maybe? Yeah, let's go outdoors. Yeah. Apparently, during recess, okay. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. That sounds like me. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension, and consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself. But who cares? It was a rad party. Neat. I'm so much more fun now. Now I'm 7 fun. I'm just as fun as I am smart. My husband just made a dubious noise from his corner of the room. I think that's rude. Scott and Miranda seem to be arguing about something. Your sweet mediation skills are clearly needed. Oh no! How do we make it so they both like me at the end of this? No, I know our football team is called the Spooky High Spooky Monsters Who Spook, but who also play sports. But who's our mascot? Our mascot? Oh dang, you're right. We don't have one. Oh, what about Misha the mermaid? Mermaids are monsters. No way, too girly. Try this. Wally the werewolf. Why is it gotta be a werewolf? We're the monsters, not the werewolves. Yeah, well, we're not the mermaids either. Maybe the problem is that the team name is trying to cover A huge, diverse group of people with a single label. No, Coach is never wrong. We're just not thinking hard enough. Think, think, think.
Hey, bro.
Hey, you. You look like a hard thinker. What mascot should we use for our team? Do you like my himbo voice? I thought it was pretty good. Easy. We'll just genetically engineer a cross between every kind of monster at the school. Head of a werewolf, tail of a mermaid, hair of Medusa, angst of a vampire. We'll call it Abe the Abomination. That's actually kind of good. Just find a regular human, dress him up in a business suit, and make him the CEO of a Fortune 500 company. Corporate greed, that's the real monster. I mean... That one's funny. I don't want to be like, oh, I don't know. I think it makes a political statement out of something that should be fun. I think that Abe is more fun. And I'm just as fun as I am smart. So. I'm gonna do that. I'm more smart now. Finally, an idea that represents true diversity at our school. We can use Daddy's Gene Lab. Let's see. In order to fit the monster parts in, the mascot will have to be about 100 feet tall. Covered in nightmare appendages and moist tentacles. Oh, I'm gonna date Abe. Okay, we found the one for me. Which means it shall provide great shade on hot game days. The tentacles can hold umbrellas. Huzzah! Yeah, because deadly genetic experiments are always the shortcut to a girl's heart. You gain 2 smarts and 1 boldness. No, I'm not as smart as I am fun. Or I'm not as fun as I am smart. That was the one. I realized that sort of makes the original sentence, the sentiment of what I was trying to say in the first part. You know, we're not gonna finish that. I'm smart. I'm smart. It's me, I'm the smart one. For some of you, I'm the smartest person you know, and that is sad. I don't want to go outdoors again, but they've moved. Why am I being told that this person is in certain places? Am I supposed to, like, talk to them at some point? Because I wanted to go to the auditorium. We haven't been there. That's a place that I would be. We'll just do what I want. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you, figuratively, oral sex. Oh. Oh. Kind Forge, what are you doing? Oh my god. The timing on that one. Your performance is intense and inspiring. Somebody clip that. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gained 2 creativity. Good. That's what we needed. I was really upset with my lack of creativity. Now I'm as fun as I am creative, and I don't know, that makes me that I should be really dateable now. After that, you engage in a deadly match of truth or dare, or death by Polly, and that would be a super interesting event to cover. But then the 2 of you spot Miranda and Liam deep in an intense conversation, and that's bound to be much more interesting. Hey, babes. You are making quite a noise. I love anything that makes quite a noise. What's up? Ugh, how do I make a vampire? We'll just do something. We won't commit to anything. Hey, you two. Miranda and I were having a creative disagreement. Oh my god, this is why I don't do boy voices. You see, we wanted to start our own school club. You know, intellectually rewarding extracurricular in... You know, an intellectually rewarding extracurricular that enriches our minds while probably not being mentioned ever again in the future, because continuity at the school seems to be a bit random. Noise! Let's do it. Y'all know my fave things in the world. Drugs. Sexual activities. Noise. No, dummies. That too. But I meant chess and Russian literature. I thought it was gonna say Russian roulette. Stop treating me as if I were two-dimensional. Let's start a literature club. Yeah. I'm not sure. Do you remember what happened last year when we joined the literature club? We wrote dope poems and made new friends? No. The other thing. Ah, fuck. Yes, that's right. So weird, I almost forgot. I mean, that's how I died, you know? Oh, fuck. Anyway, thing is, Miranda and I were already between two ideas. I proposed we start the Club. A delightful meta club where we enjoyed ourselves by designing and crafting new school clubs. Boring. I proposed the Little Pony Sweet Dreams Club, a club where we would spend our single nights learning how to tell the right bedtime stories to ponies. It is me. It is me. Well, you two actually know how to sound two-dimensional. But in any case, can't you both just do your own clubs? I vote for that club. No, our lives are fueled by conflict and confrontation that can only be solved by choosing between two options. Didn't you know? And that's why we need you to choose which club is the best one, because Callie always seems to choose based on who she wants to ask to prom. Hey, that's not true. I'm picking things based upon what I think is something I would want. It is not my fault that certain people just pick things that I would want, like a pony club where we figure out the best way it was bedtime stories to tell to ponies. That sounds like a great time. That sounds like fun. It's magical. There's pink. There's ponies. That's better than coming up with clubs. So which one should we go for? Just remember, one of the ideas includes ponies. I would love that too. Tough choice. Mostly because, like, super drunk right now. Tough choice indeed. It's your opportunity to convince Polly of one of the two options because no one is preventing you from making choices based on who you want to ask to prom. I mean, the pony one is at night, so it technically counts as a nightclub. That's true. The best club is clear the club because, and then just throw some confetti. Ooh, that would work though. But we want the pony club.
Yes.
Oh, good point, Callie. I do like nightclubs. You do realize that this would be nothing like an actual nightclub, right? Are you sure? Have you been to this Little Pony Sweet Dreams nightclub? No, but... Less butts and more butts, boo. Pony butts.
Oh, how majestic.
Ponies have majestic buttocks indeed.
Whoa.
Whoa, now I need to see it myself. I hope they know how to shake those pony asses. I have no idea what's happening. The only thing I understand is that my proposal has won, and that's the only thing that matters. Huzzah! Callie, it might be true you only make choices based on who you want to ask to prom. But if that's true, you're off to a good start. Fuck yeah! You can't wait to tell rad bedtime stories to ponies alongside Miranda. Meanwhile, you gain 2 charm and 1 smarts. And I'm going to prom with Miranda. I'm gonna go to prom with myself, and then it'll be like weird. We have so much in common. We're mermaids. I'm not a mermaid. I just talked about my childhood fear of water. I'm kind of over that now, though. I just think that mermaids are cool. And cruel. And also, it's like the siren thing. I do just want to sing and lure men to their deaths. That's why I love mermaids. Did my singing lure you, or was it my boobies and cooking? That's what I thought.
Okay, well the cooking still counts.
No, that's my witchcraft. That's different. You can't hear his part. I wish I had a mic. The mic would pick up him, but no. I wish the mic would pick up him and I could turn it on and off on my own will. Cause I don't want him to say things. I don't want it. He doesn't need to be. That doesn't need to be out in the world. French opinions don't need to be out in the world. Oh, we're gonna go sit with somebody. Who should we sit with? Oh, they put both. I was gonna say I should sit with Scott today, but they put Miranda there too. No, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. You arrive at Scott and Miranda's table to find Scott happily chowing down, while Miranda stands horrified at her. Oh, no. We'll find the cat girl later. It's fine. What's wrong, Miranda? I did the wrong voice. Isn't it obvious? Right here on my tray. Fish sticks. Yeah, Fish Stick Fridays, isn't it great? It's not great, Scott. The fish are my subjects. This is clearly the work of the air people. Air people? Yes. Do you not know of the air people? The merfolk's most hated rivals. Don't you read the news? Yeah, sure, because I totally know how to read. What? Well, I must insist that you cease eating those fish sticks immediately. It's high treason. Oh, I've been looking forward to Fish Stick Friday since, like, last Friday. Are you sure I can't eat any? He's asking Miranda while holding a fish stick really close to his mouth. Would you feel like you've probably better answered to settle this argument? You blurt out, oh no. Haven't you heard, Scott? Fish sticks make you worse at sports. They contain baldropina and nerdoflavin. Okay. Fish sticks contain absolutely no fish. It's all garden snails and food-grade plastics. Scott can eat as many as he wants. Well, both of these are lying. Which one? Which one makes more? I don't know. I don't. Food-grade plastic, by the way. That's terrifying. I was like, I know one of them is probably going to be more for Miranda, and the other one is going to appeal to Scott more. Yeah, I was thinking Nerdoflavin. I've been eating that my whole life. Uh, this one makes me laugh more, but I think it's gonna be more for Miranda, and I'm like, oh, I've already done so much for Miranda. I was almost sort of talking about playing for Scott to begin with, but we're playing by the heart. Oh no, not Nerdoflavin and Ball Beanle. Those two are the worst ones. Do the air people want me to be bad at sports? Of course they do, Scott. The air people hate sports and sportsmen. It's one of the most loathsome things about them. Aside from their feathers and their socialism. Okay. Well, then I'm not gonna eat any more fish sticks ever again. Fish stick Friday, more like fish stick Friday? Yeah! Man, I gotta tell the rest of the wolf pack about this. Scott runs off to spread anti-air people propaganda, and Miranda gives you the most regal smile. And I bet prom of this murderous merwoman. Okay. I think if we go to the auditorium, we will end up with Cat Girl, whoever that is. So we might hit that. I'm trying to put my hair up because it's annoying me. There we go. Oh. But I think we'll hit auditorium just to see if we can. Here we go. Oh. It's a shop. Welcome to my little shop. Buy some shit. I have shit that will boost your stats, shit that lead you into stupid new adventures, even some shit that might be much needed at some specific moments. So, take a look. Ooh. I am too poor for cocaine. Good. I'm too poor for a penguin mask. You want this, sick pervert? I had no idea you appreciated a good old reverse Romanian Wilkinson. I must admit, it's kind of hot that you're into that kinky shit. Okay. PR agent. High school life is hard. Okay. Motivational poster. Okay, so I have $9. How do you get more money? Oh. A tampon used by the former prom queen? Gross. Yucky. Okay. For blood rituals. Okay. A sexy fake Latin accent. The hottest thing is to be yourself, honey, but Latin accent is a close second, to be honest. Okay. Some impractical yet kind of funny glasses. Remember when these used to be— did they actually ever used to be cool? Now they aren't, but they're so ridiculous that they still are fun in their own twisted way. A Russian novel with an insightful approach to universal matters such as love and death. Okay. I know I keep going in different things. Just because I go, oh, this is exciting. Oh, this is weird. Literally just a blanket with 2 eye holes in it. You have to be an idiot to mistake it for a ghost costume, but most of our classmates are idiots. I believe they were too cool for 2 weeks when LMFAO were topping the charts, perhaps. The gift that keeps on giving. Oh, it's not— it has no money. We could buy it. A Satanist gift. Little Satanist kid is very cute. I like it. All the cool kids want to be friends with Satan. Oh, you can only get the one thing? Well, I guess we can be friends with Satan. Alright, where should we go next? Where have we not been? So we've been to the library, we've been to the auditorium, we've been outdoors. We haven't been to the bathrooms. We haven't been to class either. Why would we go to class when we could go to the bathrooms? That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn by skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. You give 0 shits, but you gain 2 boldness. Why did I explode things? It feels weird to be summoned, but you comply. You can't resist her merman goons?
Greetings, fellow
Oh.
classmate.
I have goons. That means something very different now. Thank you for... Oh, right. Thank you for coming, my dear. I have finally decided to trust you with my most important aspiration. I am destined to be the queen of prom. The royal ascension is nigh. We must prepare. Most of my competition is naive. They foolishly assume that prom queen is a purely ceremonial title. Except for Ursula Jr. She's proving to be quite a worthy rival. I respect that. Which is why we must destroy her reputation immediately. Any thoughts? We're gonna destroy Ursula. Let's convince everyone that she likes humans. Fart joke. No, we're gonna convince everyone that she likes humans. Yeah. It doesn't take much to make someone look bad in this day and age. You, however, are monsters and went for a total overkill. You hire a Chinese hacker to plant 10 years of pro bono work rescuing human babies from lawnmowers in Ursula's name. At recess, Dr. Babylove of the Babylove Institute appears out of nowhere and presents her with a humanity award. Oh boy. Yes, this will seriously harm her standing with the evil lawnmower creature contingent. That's an important voting block. They're the ones who keep the schoolyard so tidy. You gain +2 boldness and +1 smarts. Oh my god, my smarts are going crazy. Evil lawnmower creature contingent. Yeah. I have one of those.
Let's go.
Who do we sit with today? We could sit with them. We could sit here. We could try to get some Scott points. Yeah, let's get some Scott points. Scott and Polly are sitting together, laughing their metaphorical asses off. Do Damien! Grr, I'm Damien. Look at my stupid red face. I use violence to cover up the fact that I've been brought up into revered toxic version of masculinity, which has alienated me from my own true emotions. You sound exactly like him. Okay, you do Vera. I'm very smart and my hair is pretty and all my friends look up to me because I am so strong and an independent woman. Scott, I'm not sure you understand how to do impression work. I'm not Scott, I'm Vera. You can tell because I just said my name just now. Okay, what about you, Kelly? Got any good impressions? Just one, but it's a real doozy. Oh my god. Woof woof woof, it's me, Scott, a dog boy who is bad at impressions. Look at me, I'm Polly. Look at me go. Okay. I'm gonna do this one because I think it'll make Scott happy. I do not talk like that. Yeah, you do. You talk like that all the time. Okay, maybe, but why is she running around the cafeteria rubbing her butt in everyone's lasagna? Because she's twerking, Polly. Don't you recognize twerking when you see it? It's not twerking. That doesn't require driving from table to table in a hot pink golf cart. How is this even an impression of me? The fuck? Are you saying you don't are you saying you don't wish you were driving a hot pink golf cart and putting your butt in people's lasagna right now? Fine, out of my way. While Polly is busy making love to everyone's lunch trays, oh no, you enjoy a quiet meal alone with Scott. So romantic.
Let's go.
Okay, it's nighttime. It's week 3. It's nighttime. We could go somewhere. Well, if it's nighttime, what happens if we actually go to class during nighttime? Is there night classes? Oh. Well, it turned into day somehow. That day, you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes, after the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain 2 smarts. I'm so fucking smart. I got nothing else going for me, really. Look at this. Look at this. I got nothing going for me. You're minding your own business when Miranda comes rushing up to you, clearly distraught. Most terrible news, friend. I've just watched the documentary Game of Thrones, and I now fear for my royal family. Oh my gosh, this is old. I did not realize how susceptible we might be to random acts of treachery, or how often we romance our siblings. I don't want to be shot in the chest by a crossbow while sitting on the toilet. That doesn't sound proper at all. Please help me put my poor mind at ease. How can I possibly identify potential traitors in my court? Just keep an eye out for classic signs. Shifty eyes, hooded black cloaks, ordering knives in bulk. Pretty much everybody is a traitor. Just spin a bottle and whoever it points at, kill them. I hate that this is a hard decision. It's kind of funny. Alright, let's do it. Oh no! I got a not so good thing! An excellent idea. I shall enacted it once, so no, what did I do? You tried to tell her she should wait until she gets back to her castle, but she's already spun a bottle and it's pointing at... Me? I'm the traitor?
Disgraceful.
Alas, I'm my own worst enemy. How could I bring myself to betray me? Miranda immediately arrests herself on suspicion of treason and you for consorting with a traitor. She's acquitted because she's literally a princess, but you don't have the luxury. You're sentenced to publicly be pelted with sea cucumbers and you lose 2 charm and 1 fun. I am not very charming. Oh no. This is not going well for me.
Let's go.
Okay. That was pretty bad. Let's go back to the library, I think. That day, you spent some time in the library PCs mining some bitcoins. Probably good. This is supposed to have something to do with algorithms and the rise of cryptocurrency. But you guess that nobody actually has any fucking idea how it really works. I still think that. I got 2 bitcoins, which is $2 million. Well, I got 2 money. So that's good. Someone puts a sack over your head and throws you in the car. You drive for hours, and they let you out and take the sack off. It's clearly the first floor restroom. Miranda is sitting on a makeshift throne while her goons jump in and out of the toilet. Okay.
Greetings and salutations.
I'm glad you came. My prom queen campaign is moving on to the next stage. Your expertise is crucial for this part. Most of my inner circle are fish, hardly helpful unless genetically engineered beyond possible recognition. Speaking of, I need your help to sneak a 3-meter tall, heavily armed cod assassin named Tresca into the school. No reason. But if you're friends with that singing harlot Ariel, you best say your goodbyes. Do nothing. Every student at our school is some kind of bizarre monster. We need a diversion. Release the Kraken. I want to release the Kraken, but now... No, it's always the bad one, but it sounds like fun. Fish hit drums at a menacing beat. What am I gonna lose? Culminates into a synchronous crescendo. You feel a thump from down below, and then a whimper. Oh, great. The Kraken is stuck in the sewers again. Take the plunger and help the 7-ton monster out. You hurt an octopuppy? How could you? Oh god. Oh god, the charm is going bad. And I'm super unfun now. Okay, I need to stop picking the answer that is not good. Who's that? He's not a Kraken. I think it's meowing. Maybe we find out. You're desperately trying to enjoy your meal in peace, but oh, it's the coach. Coast insists on striking up a conversation. Hey there, bud. What you drinking? What? Milk? That's it? That's hardly a drink at all. Everybody knows the drink is the backbone of a balanced lunch, and what would we be without backbones? I don't know. My doctor yells at me when I try to find out. But enough about me. Let's just get you juiced. You can have sports sauce or muscle juice. Which will it be? Both? 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 What a bold choice! Especially considering these two liquids combined create another highly explosive liquid. Nice to know. But you know what they say, you can't make an omelet without drinking a few explosives. Good job. Bottoms up! You grab 2 bottles from Coach and squirt them into your mouth. Cowabunga. Luckily, your stomach is rated a Class 5 atomic bomb shelter, so you avoid any negative consequences. Since when your classmates see that you're literally willing to drink a bomb for no reason, they ceremonially award you for boldness. I'm very bold and I'm smart, but that's about all I got going for me.
Let's go.
We still have places to go. We have things to do. Maybe we've never been to the gym before. So maybe we gym. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. Oh, I have 1 charm now. Sigh. Woe is me. Sigh. Could Miranda possibly be doing this because she wants attention? Only one way to find out. Oh, hello. I didn't see you there, as I was standing here, suffering gallantly in silence. She did, and she wasn't, but okay. I had the most tragic injustice befall me earlier this morn. I was rejected from our school's water polo team. Probably because you kept drowning people. They claimed I was mistaken about how polo was conducted underwater. Excuse me, but I was raised underwater. How is one even supposed to play water polo without a heavily armored seahorse as a mount? How, I ask you? Perhaps I offend them when I implied they were too impoverished to afford sea steeds. If so, why I would love to make reparations. But it may be too soon for me to show my face. Would you be so kind as to take them the gift of this omelet to begin the healing? I am told that peasants consider eggs to be a delicacy. Obviously. And what would make the gesture even better is the personal touch of toppings. Caviar, eel, chocolate-covered sand crabs. They'll never forget this was a present from the Mer Princess. An elegant stenciled card with your sincerest apologies, a list of all their fears, and a bundle of compromising photographs. So I kept picking these ones because they're kind of like, it's the Kalis gremlin inside of me, and I keep getting punished for it, so, I don't want to be punished anymore. I don't want to be punished anymore. It's not very creative. Oh no. I keep getting punished. Why do I keep getting punished? I should have... It did seem like a better... Okay. Oh no, we couldn't possibly. Seafood and omelet for peasants? These poor souls may never have tasted egg before. My goodness, some mere millions of dollars to their name. Who knows the last time they had any food at all? Surely their taste bud would be overwhelmed by anything suited for the delicate palate of Mer royalty. Let us first introduce them to the taste of pure egg. Miranda waves you on your way to make your omelet delivery. Wait, you still have to deliver this omelet? And Miranda isn't even impressed with you? Aw, man. You lose 2 fun and 1 smarts. It's fine for the smarts, I don't need it. Am I just gonna be punished forever with Miranda?
Let's go.
Honestly, not something that I would be totally against. Alright. Week 5. Where should we go? Let's go outside again. Well, it's the same thing. We have the... Oh, a new one. You're talking to Juan, the small magical Latino cat. And he tells you you won't ever be as fun as Bob, the scary clown. You accept the challenge. You go straight to Bob, stab him several times, opening his bleeding chest, and eat some of his guts in order to consume his fun. Really? Do you think that's how it works? Well, it is. You gain 2 fun from poor Bob. Yeah, we're back on top. And by top, I mean 5. We're back on 5. Miranda, oblivious to everything that's happened, approaches you, weeping.
Disgraceful.
Have you seen the news? The most dreadful thing has happened. The Lemurian monarchy has been overthrown. King Kraken no longer sits upon the throne of gold and baby skulls. Those filthy revolutionaries are saying he stole their daughters and ate their sons and forced everyone to work for free in the uranium mines. So he made a few shrewd financial decisions. That's no reason to depose him. If some innocent kidnapping and slave labor was enough to get the peasants in an uproar, I shudder to think of my own kingdom. Oh boy. Do you think my people might resent being forced to hold up the corner of the palace where the foundation is crumbling? Do you really think the 100% income tax and the random cannonballs we fire into the villages might be taken as something other than expressions of goodwill? Oh boy. Could this plague of civil unrest infect my own domain? Oh, perish the thought. I am inconsolable. Console me. How might I safeguard my kingdom against the fate of the good King Kraken? Oh boy. Replace all your subjects with mindless robots. I built a robot army a few months ago. I still have a plan. Give all your subject belly rubs. Fish love belly rubs. Oh boy. Do fish love belly rubs? I don't think she would like robots. Robots can't live underwater, can they? Some definitely like belly rubs. I do think the belly rubs might be our better option. Let's try.
How majestic.
Why am I doing so bad? How elegant, how humane, how cost effective. I'll implement it at once. I still think that the robots were a bad idea. Oh, the horror! The plan could not have gone more wrong. You see, to avoid drudgery of rubbing bellies myself, I conscripted 100,000 serfs to do it for me. Oh boy. But when the serfs saw the quantity of the work facing them, I can hardly bring myself to say it, unionized. Imagine how I must have felt imprisoning all of those serfs. Some of them were my very favorites. Well, as father says, a princess must take responsibility for making other people take responsibility for her mistakes.
Disgraceful.
What I mean to say is, I blame you for this. When some of the serfs escape from the prison a few days later, they blame you too. The beating they give you saps you of 2 boldness and 1 fun. This is not going well for me. I'm not having a good... I think I might not get anybody to go to prom with me. Perhaps we focus on getting more hearts from Scott. Vera's drinking her customary lunchtime scotch because you can drink whatever the hell you want at this school. But Scott's not making it easy for her. Hey Vera, what you drinking?
What?
Scotch. Why? 'Cause it smells like a delicious forest fire. And I'm curious, what's it called? Scotch? Yes? No, that's what the drink is called. What? Scotch. Yeah? No, I'm not saying your name. I'm saying the name of the drink I'm drinking. It's Scotch. It's mine? No, it's mine. Then why is it called Scott's? That's just what it's called. Oh, is it like an energy drink for Scots? I mean, it's like an energy drink for Scottish people. Hey, I'm a Scottish person. I'm as Scottish as it is possible to be. I'm the most Scot. No. Why? What will it take for you to drop this issue? Scott's not gonna drop it unless you do something. So you cut in and say, it's time for an ad break. How you guys doing in ads? How are we doing on time? We're doing okay on time. Yeah, it's called Scott's, but today is Opposites Day, so everything that's Scott's is actually Vera's. You're right, Scott. That drink is your birthright. Chug, 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 chug. Maybe? Yeah, we got another heart from Scott. That's what we wanted. You don't have to tell me 5 times. Bottoms up. No, what are you? Stop! Okay, I just drank the whole bottle anyway. You utter twit. The scotch was brewed for King Tutankhamun. Yep, that's how that came out of my mouth. I knew it was gonna come out bad. I had an adventuring archaeologist betrayed and murdered for that bottle. What? Sorry. Could you say that again? I was blackout drunk from your Scots that I drink. You're impossible. I'm impossible. Hooray! You drag Scott away to escape Vera's wrath. He spends all the afternoon doing all of your math homework for you. Turns out Scott's way smarter when he's blacked out. That's good to know. Week 5. Week 5 evening. Maybe we try the auditorium again. When I went to the auditorium the last time, it gave me more charm, I think. Maybe it gave me more creativity. Yeah, let's try it. Okay, so we do the rehearsing for the thing. You act so hard that your classmates throw roses at you. 7 roses to be exact. Damn, roses aren't a valid currency or a stat in this game. Anyway, you check your converter app to see if it could be translated into something a bit more useful. It seems roses equal 2 creativity points. Great. Now I'm for creativity. We got some Scott action. Scott strolls by, happily munching on something. Liam gapes at him, appalled. What on earth are you eating, Scott? This delicious flavor of Frankel's potato chips. Maximum ultimate double barbecue massacre. Really? Because it looks like a raw severed goat head inside a cardboard tube. Oh, yeah. I guess it does. Could have sworn it was potato chips. Still tasty, though. Tasty. Tasty. Does wanton environmental destruction sound tasty to you? I don't know. Is that a kind of jerky? No, Scott. Don't you realize that in order to harvest those goat heads, Fangles, Fangles and Co. decapitate millions of innocent goats every year? But what do they do with the bodies of the goats? Really, honestly, that's a good question. Nothing. It's horrendously wasteful practice. Oh no. All those poor headless goat bodies running around and bumping into everything. We have to stop them. Wait, really? I was just trying to make you feel guilty. I didn't actually have a plan of action. But if someone here were to suggest one... Assemble an army of vengeful undead goat torsos. Okay. Write an extremely mean blog post. The goat torso sounds like more fun. Chaos. Ooh, I'm smart again. Ah, yes, necromancy. The ultimate tool in the protesters' arsenal. True. Can I ride a goat? Can I? Of course you can ride a goat. In fact, given your side, you'll probably need to ride several. What's a several? Is it a really big goat? No time to explain the concept, Scott. We've got an invasion to orchestrate. Yay! As long as you're reanimating things, you reanimate some severed goat heads too. They'll eat everything, which totally helps you clean your room. You gain 2 creativity and 1 smarts. I'm 6 creative now. That's maybe helpful. Oh, morning of week 6. It's almost time for prom. What will we do? Let's go to the... I don't know. Yeah, let's go to the library. Congratulations, you have been chosen to win big. I'm looking at malicious spam emails, hopes of stealing other people's money. It doesn't sound very nice, but who's really the one to blame if they respond to such a blatant scam? I lose 10 karma, which isn't a stat in this game, so who cares, and gain too many. Now I have too many. You're casually reading the latest issue of Monster Magazine when you are rudely interrupted. See, even Callie is a sensible monster with a good head on her shoulders, and at least some smarts. Is reading Monster Magazine. Yeah, and that's bad, because we're warriors. We need to fight? Scott takes the magazine from you and punches it. Okay. Alright. Yeah, let's go. Let's go solve another of the world's major problems. No, Scott. We're social justice warriors. You see, Callie, ever since our major success with the Bengals ghost head debacle, they've taken it upon themselves to stand up against injustice. By punching magazines. No, Scott. As you no doubt noticed, Monster Magazine's sexiest monster alive this year is Count Victor, the muscle bod, the werewolf prince bodybuilder. That makes him the 5th royal werewolf bodybuilder in a row to earn a title. What about those of us with leaner physiques? What of our representation? You know, you got a point, Victor. We do like what do they call them? I don't know. Them skinny boy people in wrestling. I don't. Never mind. So so now we're endeavoring to get Monster Magazine to name someone from a more marginalized community as their sexiest creature alive. We just need to figure out a way of convincing them, I guess. And since I guess punching the magazine wasn't good enough. That's easy. All you need to do to solve everyone's body image issues forever is make our own version of the magazine featuring a 3-winged wing chupacabra on the cover. Lean heavily into the warrior part. Storm Monster Magazine and hold the editor-in-chief captive until he promises to stop exclusively promoting one aesthetic as the pinnacle of monster sexiness. Am I becoming too French to think that this is the right answer? I mean, if we're not burning something down, are we actually getting anything done? How could this go wrong? Yeah, it worked. Ooh, yeah, good plan. I love being a warrior. I'll admit, it does sound like an attention-grabbing demonstration, if nothing else. Hot diggity dog. With that, you're off to storm the Monster Magazine headquarters. Alright, well that worked. Using the element of surprise, your second favorite element, right after nitrogen. You're able to overpower Monster Magazine security and march straight to the editor-in-chief's office. We demand better representation. We demand to be warriors. It's time we use our weapons and our fists and our fighting to sit down and have a heartfelt conversation about the damage lack of representation can do to society. The heartfelt conversation is very felt and very heart and quite conversationally. It delves deeply into the editor-in-chief's own deeply rooted body image issues and how idealizing werewolves makes him feel more comfortable. You all agree that he should be in therapy, and he agrees that he should do a special issue of monsters devoted to all kinds of beauty. Hooray, you gain 2 fun and 1 charm. Well, now I have 2 charms, so that's nice. Now it's time for lunch. Where should we sit? Maybe we end up back here and see if we can get another hearty heart. Just in time for because the prom isn't like tonight. The prom is soon. Maybe, yeah, we'll do that. We're between the strongest and the smartest men I know. Liam appears to be taking an intense picture of bizarre looking food. Timber, stop chewing. Scott is looking about as confused as you are currently. But Liam, food is delicious. It's for eating. That's why it's called lunchtime. Neither of those statements is wrong, but they also aren't quite connected. Scott, if I had the capacity to eat, I assure you, I would still ignore the actual content of the food in favor of finding the perfect combination for a flawless momentgram post. Oh, I see. Okay. You're gonna post a picture to advertise the food to people who can actually eat it. You're so smart. I'll be happy to eat your food for you. I'm afraid your palate is way too unsophisticated to appreciate these rare Japanese delicacies. Oh, they're Japanese? Do you have any Scott snacks? Scott... You know what? Fine. I've taken all the pictures I need. Eat whatever you want. Thanks, Liam. Ooh, they look so yummy. I don't know where to start. Kelly, any ideas? Maybe your choice of snack can get one of these boys to want to snack on you. An innuendo way, not like literally. That's kind of good to like clarify because it kind of seems like they seem like the kind of people who would do the literal. Yeah, okay. That joke's bad. We're gonna move on. We're moving on. Obviously, the lychee fruit-flavored custard with a side of tofu and a drizzle of raspberry extract is the most superior food on the plate. That does kind of sound good. Go for the brightly colored bag of meat biscuits that somehow has an anime drawing of Scott's face on it. That says Scott Snacks. Yeah. Yeah, that seems like that's for him. Yeah, you do have Scott Snacks! They gotta go to Japan. Yeah, no, that does sounds pretty good. A lot of things here are lychee flavored here. Like in, there's like a macaron thing. It has raspberries, and then it has like lychees in the cream. It's good. It's tasty. I don't remember what it's called. But I see it a lot of places. I see, like, I go between saying lychee and lychee, sorry. I see lychee stuff here a lot. Scott Snacks? What does that even mean? How is this possible? Why is your face on an obscure Japanese biscuit brand? Is that really you? Oh yeah, totally. There was this one time where I was, well, actually it was a full moon, so I'm not really exactly sure what happened. But somehow I ended up laughing, hanging out with these really cool Japanese businessmen the whole evening. But how? What? Yeah, I guess they saw me practicing a few sports moves, and they saw how strong and how fast I was, and they wanted to show me their meat treats. Oh. They wanted to show how their meat treats are strong and... Scott. Lychee, grapes, mango. You flavor anything with either of these, and I'll take about half a dozen. I'm with you. Mango things are a problem with me, because I'll just eat the whole thing. God, I want a mango thing right now. I don't have any mango. I have bananas. I'd like to see how your meat treat is strong and fast. Okay. So they asked if if they could use me for their new mascot. And I said, of course. And then the Scott Snacks became a hit, and now I'm famous in Japan. Thanks for pointing out the Scott Snacks to me, Callie. You're welcome. It's nice to know you want to see my face. I want to see yours, too. Cute. How is he so muscular and so adorable at the same time? Maybe one day you can put your faces together. Paletta? Mango paletta?
Let's go.
Okay. Nighttime. Nighttime. Where do we go for nighttime? Fun? Charm. Where did we go for charm last time? I don't remember. Let's go to the bathroom. Don't worry, there won't be an illustration of that specific moment. Okay, thank you. The thing is, you make one of the boldest decisions of your life. You don't put paper in the toilet seat before using it. Look at you, you crazy bastard. Oh no. You gain 2 boldness and probably 1 staphylococcus. Yep. With a slight chance of STD. Okay. There's a wild griffin in the water closet, so that's great. It's a popsicle. Okay. That's good. The creature is wrecking everything in a very griffinly manner. You can only assume that this thing's natural habitat isn't high school bathrooms. Probably not. You realize you're not alone here. Scott and Damien are unsuccessfully trying to contain the situation. Damien! I'm starting to think that maybe this wasn't such a good idea. Damn, that thing's crazy. How is this happening again? Our plan was perfect this time. It took me like a solid 2 minutes to remember the English. Oh, okay. Next time, we should try with the brie cheese instead of the Gouda. I think that's that's what drove the Griffin crazy. Let me make a note. B-R-I... Damien, is it brie cheese or brie cheese? Not now. We need to do something about this Griffin, or we're gonna get fucking expelled. Hey, you, come help us. We've got to calm this thing down. There comes a time in everyone's life when they need to deal with a wild griffin. That time for you is now. Ah yes, we must give the right cheese. It's time to try that specific spell that turns griffins into plates of spaghetti. You knew it was going to be useful one day. You need to make that griffin respect you, and the only way is by challenging it to a radical hip-hop battle, which I would lose at. What do I got going on for me? I'm smart. I'm bold. I could be a wizard. I'm smart enough to be a wizard, I think. That seems pretty... Yeah, let's do that. Yeah! Ignoring the noise from the griffin, you start reciting the arcane words of a long dead language. It might be a long shot, but you at least need to give it a try. A magnificent and mysterious light starts to shine from your hands. You hear an explosion, and the bathroom fills with purple smoke. Fuck, it actually worked. The griffin is no more, and instead you have in front of you a plate of spaghetti. Good for you, I guess. What the fuck? Did you just turn that griffin into a plate of spaghetti? That's just too radical, dude. You have to teach me that. I'm gonna turn my enemies into all kinds of pasta. You saved our asses, thanks! And look, Damien, it all happened according to our plan, look! Scott shows you some childish scribbles in his notebook dealing with possible outcomes, or their plan. One of them involves turning the griffin into spaghetti, and that's not even the weirdest one. I guess we're geniuses after all, right? But we gotta admit, our friend here has been a key piece in the whole operation. Hooray. Then the three of you celebrated by eating the polymorph plate of pasta, and it turned out to be a great experience for everyone. Oh yeah, except for the griffin. And a great experience for the... It's not a great experience for the griffin after all. You gain 2 boldness and 1 smarts. Now I'm 29 smarts. Monster prom time. Who will I ask to monster prom? We're gonna ask Scott, because I think we did a good job. Maybe he will just take us because he pities us. I don't know. Let's try it. Yeah, let's do it. Let's ask Scott.
Let's go.
You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to monster prom with you. Prom. I don't know. I like turtles. No! This failure haunted you for the rest of your life and you never moved on, becoming a total and constant failure. You never succeed at anything again. Except for that time you won Monsters Got Talent, where your talent was being a failure at love. It astonished everyone how bad you were at romance. Not any less sad, though. No. Wow, there's a lot. There's a lot of stuff that could happen. That's crazy. That's pretty fun. Those 6 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Scott turned out to be a genius and became the most renowned mathematician in the country. Just kidding, he became an athlete. He's still a bit of a simpleton, but as lovable and good-hearted as ever. Liam kept doing art so hard that he eventually evaporated and became the concept of coolness itself. As he left the physical plane, the last thing Liam did was give everyone a condescending look. Miranda started a non-profit to help countries without a monarchy. Sounds like my husband. Because all countries should have the right to be graciously ruled by the Mer Kingdom. For those 6 weeks, the Monster Prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in the war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Yeah, music. That's cute. I didn't get a prom date. I had a prom date to my actual prom, but it was weird. For context, my prom, I went to a conservative Christian private school after being homeschooled for like 5 years. Yep, I had a weird upbringing. Anyway, and I ended up, I had asked a guy to go with me to like another like school event thingy the year before, and then like he got it in his head that we were dating, and I was like, oh no, I didn't actually want to date. I just wanted to go with someone and like be friends. I'm not really interested in dating anybody. So then when I did prom, and like nobody was gonna ask me, no one would ask me. I thought that, you know, I would just like be very, very clear. Hey, just as friends. Just as friends. Just to be clear, just as friends. An erotic fanfic about dragons? Oh, good. new images in the gallery. Nice. I don't think we're gonna play again today, but we'll play this again some other time because it was really fun. But anyway, my prom story. What is? Head over to here. My prom story. It's so important that I get that one out of there. we just like I tried to make it like really clear that we were just going as friends. And I think that I did, but like I don't know. We were just like really awkward the whole time. And I don't know. We didn't dance at our prom because dancing makes babies is the joke that we used to make, but it was like a religious thing that they were just like, no, dancing is of Satan, so you can't dance. So we like literally had like a dinner, and then the junior class put on a play, and then like a little skit, and then we like had like the awards thingies, and we did the promenade thing, whereas they walk. It's just walking. Because that's what promenade means, to take a walk. So that was dumb, but we would go because the class was of like 26 people. So like it was just a couple of people, so everybody went to all of the school event thingies, even if there was no dancing. But like afterwards, there's usually a after party that the students host themselves, and we would go to a dancing thing, and we would do dancing there. But nobody was doing something this year because last year somebody did, and somebody punched a fucking hole in the wall, and the students that rented out the thing were like on the hook for that, and it was a big fucking deal. So yeah, no, it was not cool. Yeah, if somebody told me that dancing was of Satan, I might have actually learned how to do it. I was kind of like in that boat of like, this is dumb. It is dumb that you think these things. I was not a conservative Christian ever, but it was a school that was available to go to that was better than the public schools that we had. So that's why I went there. Anyway, I went to go to a movie afterwards with some friends, and I was like, "Hey, you should come with us to go." And he was like, "No, I don't want to go." And then I was like, "Okay, are we going to do anything after?" And he was like, "Nope." And I was like, "Okay, well, I'm just going to go to this movie thing then with my friends cuz I want to go." And then like afterwards, my mom was like, "You shouldn't have left your date." And I was like, "Well, he was being boring and didn't want to do anything." And I kept trying to get him to come with me, and he said no. So like, what was I supposed? I got this expensive dress for nothing. I'm just gonna go promenade and eat a dinner and go home. No, I'm gonna go to the movies with my friends. And then like he also got me a corsage, the flower that you wear on your wrist. And I didn't get him like a boutonniere because I didn't think we were gonna do that. And I was just like, oh, like this is awkward. This is weird. And then we had to get pictures taken. They had like a professional photographer person there. So we got pictures taken, and I wore heels and he was short, and like I'm a big woman now, and I have big boobies. And I had big boobies at the age of 18 as well. So our prom picture kind of looks like boob, like dress, boob, and then his head. And it's just like not it's not great. It's Phantom of the Opera themed. That's all I remember about prom. And my bestie being there. I guess it was a big deal because in our junior year we went to prom too. And I didn't want to go with anybody. I didn't want to date that year. And that was why I got a date for senior year, is because I was like, I'll just go with my best friend who um is, assigned female at birth, and at the time was, you know, wearing dresses and shit. I mean, you had to force them, but at the time, they weren't out at all. Not even to me. So, I we went together, and it was like a big fucking deal, and everybody got like really upset because obviously that meant that we were gay, which is sort of true, just not for each other. I didn't have a date. We didn't have dates. What they did instead was just pair us up for photos and save the room for Jesus dancing. I showed up in a pantsuit, which was barely tolerant. Yeah. Fuck that kind of shit. America's weird with it. I was thinking about like prom stuff recently because uh my husband, who's French, doesn't really know anything, like doesn't really get the whole prom thing, or like even like the school dances thing. And I was like, I don't know what, like, why we do that. And so I wanted to like do a little bit of a research project just to see like where does that come from? Like what is the tradition there? And why do American schools have proms? Cuz I don't really understand why we do it. Like I know it's part of like socialization stuff. It was like the reason why we do dances and things like that. Um because there's a belief that like the socialization aspect of like there a part of school should be also socialization, um and that's important, whereas I think other countries really are like, no, school is for education, it's for educating, not social stuff. um I don't know who's more right there, honestly, because I kind of liked some of the social stuff of school. Just, I don't know, maybe it's just me liking to wear pretty dresses. Yeah, same, because you're from Europe as well, and I learned where you're from the other day. Austria? I don't know. I just met you a few days ago. I'm sorry, Fraxie. Yeah, I kind of like the socialization things that we do in American schools, but I also kind of hate them because they're like weirdly pressure things, and like social things are hard, but like some of it's kind of fun, especially if you like have a group of friends that, are willing to be dumb with you. But if you're kind of on your lonesome, then it's a little bit more hard. I don't know. I don't know what I think about it. I didn't do a lot. I only went to like actual high school where there's like people. Germany. You grew up in Germany. Cool. Uh, Pretty much just an opening sketch music theater piece, something like that, and then some food and drink, and then musically inclined students had the opportunity to play like a little thing, a little gig, and their parents were there. That's fun too. Like I think that that's still like a culturally like good thing to do. But yeah, no. I think part of the reason why I liked like the dances and like the formals is because I like wearing pretty dresses. So I got to get a pretty dress for those things. And there's like no opportunities in adulthood other than I've had two weddings. Um I had one marriage that did not last long. And then I got married very quickly after it to another person. So I had wedding dresses, but like that was the only time. And then like even as a musician, um like sometimes I would wear like a pretty dress for performances or if I were like hired to sing somewhere. But for the most part, there's no opportunities to wear pretty dresses. I remember correctly, Bobby has known you for going on 5 years, and she remembers I am not from the UK. See, it's not fair though, because I have a little bit of a photographic memory. So like, if something happens via like text, like a text exchange, I will be able to recall the text that I read, like in a like be able to see like a picture of that text. So I kind of remember that exchange based on that. It's not as good as it used to be, but I realized that my photographic memory is still like kind of working though, because um so for the music streams we have a theme and we go through the music. Like I pick some music and then other people give me suggestions and we listen to it. It's mostly music I'm unfamiliar with, or at least not familiar enough that I feel like I could perform it. And we like listen to the music and stuff like that, and I like live react to it, and I do some analysis, and then we pick one of the songs at the end of it, and that's a song that I have to learn for me to sing at the karaoke stream, which not I hold on. Um, karaoke stream is this upcoming Thursday, and on the first one that I did for this series, which was the first week of September, we had classical music and opera and classical music, and they picked Dido's Lament, which is from some opera that has something to do with Greek stuff, and I don't remember the name of the opera off the top of my head. I think I've seen it though. Anyway, but I have been practicing the fuck out of it because I thought it was going to be simple. It sounded kind of simple in the performance of it, but I didn't like really look at the music too hard. And then later I got the music. I find out that it's in 3/2 time signature and that the piano under a piano accompaniment that is out there, which is what I would prefer to sing with, gives no indication of when you come in, when you stop. Yeah, it's Purcell. Dido and Aeneas. That's correct. I knew it was Purcell. But yeah, no, it gives no indication of when you come in. It's you have to like keep count in your head, and there's long like 5 measures in between sometimes of when you come in and when you're coming out, and it is just really confusing. And then like I have an ear that wants to match pitch, and the piano is doing nothing like what you're supposed to be singing. So I had to like really like study the sheet music in order to do it. And thankfully most of the accompaniment like videos that I was looking for they have the sheet music on the screen, which is thank God. But now I know my photographic memory is doing well because I can now sing the piece in like the shower by myself, and I can visualize the sheet music that is in the videos. So it's doing okay. It's not as good as it was when I was a kid, but it's doing okay. But yes, Expedition 33 soundtrack is really great. I've listened to some of it. There will be a day when the theme is going to be like video game music. So I've been kind of like holding back, like trying to find something from that would be a good one. I think video game music is going to be kind of hard because there's so much. There's a ton. You got that. There's the Warframe one that I was talking about, which I would like to put in there, which is a made-up language and I don't know how to speak it. There's it doesn't have to be opera either, but there's what is the name of that the Transistor soundtrack, I think. Is it Transistor? I think so. Yes! Yes! Sorry, I had my eyes closed and I wasn't looking at the chat. But yeah, the Transistor one is so good. Cuz We All Become One is such a good song. Difficult for me, but it's still a really good song. Um there's good stuff from uh like Elder Scrolls and all that. There's like, the Dragonborn comes. There's lots of good stuff. There's good things out here in the land of video games, and I think it's a little bit of uh a broad category to go with, but that's fine. We can repeat categories. There's no reason not to. Thank you. I try to have pretty good taste. Oh, what time is it? 5:30? It's a little early, but I feel like shit. So, I think I'm gonna try to see if there's anybody around to raid. Raid is the word I was looking for. Anybody online? There's the Swede. There's this Swedish guy who plays music who I follow who's on. I don't know how long he's been on for. Let's take a look. Can I? Maybe? Can I click things correctly? That's the big question. It's been on. Not very long. Maybe we'll just go listen to some music. Maybe we just want some chill music. He plays guitar and stuff in he played a Ghost for me. He's talking and I forgot to mute it. But he played Ghost for me the one time. He played Square Hammer without like knowing it. I was just like, "Oh, you have Ghost stuff on your song list. Can you play Ghost Hammer?" And he was like, maybe." And he tried and it was so good. So, anyway, I'm a big fan. let's go say hi. And then I'm gonna chill. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. Monday, we're doing something. I don't know what yet. We're either gonna do something with books or we're gonna do something with learning language, French learning. And then Thursday is karaoke day, which is I'm a little anxious for. So if you can only come one time this week, I really hope you can make it on Thursday. Raid. Can I spell raid? That's the important part. And then okay. I don't think we have many people left, but that's okay. It's always nice to say hi to our friends. There we go. We're good. Anybody gonna come with me? Yeah, great. Alright, guys, thank you so much for hanging out again. If you can come back, I'm back. If not, that's fine. I will see you guys next time. Either way, bye.